Hi, hello everyone. We're here in Bacolod City. This is Gasano Mall. Right. This is our second stop. Actually, we've actually been to Bacolod City. This is a Saturday and it's only Saturday. So we've come into Bacolod City and we've actually come for a tyre. Now, when we went to Bacolod City, which I'll chat about in a moment, what we did is we went to YAMARRA. YAMARRA was closed. I expected Yamaha to be open. So what we did is on the way back home, back to Murcia, we actually popped into Gasano Mall. And it were early in the morning. I think it's about 9:30, 20 to 10 now. So I can hear the dog. She's mourning all day because she's in season. Right, so we're in Gasano Mall and we actually nip into Greenwich. And we just have a little walk around the mall. So we don't really come into Bacolod City and waste his time. That's what we did. I said, have we to pop into Gasano Mall, which I do like Gasano Mall. We went into Greenwich and we spotted this dish for 99 pesos. And it was quite nice actually. Pasta and cheese. Right. Now there's an eron here. I'm still in Gasano Grand and we're ready to go. So I actually thought, well, I'll catch a video of the river. And the last time I was here, I saw a mountain oak eagle flying over, carrying a duck or a pigeon, I think it was. So that's what we're doing now, look. That's what I'm doing. I'm just having a look at these properties actually on the river. And I'm walking up and down here because I can see actually there's quite a lot of fish, and you can see them coming up to the top, and you can see the ripples. And they've also got pigs here, you can hear them grunting away, but this is a voiceover because there's a lot of music playing. Now the dogs are barking here tonight. Well, it's actually 1:27 in the morning, so I'm off to bed soon. So this is the river at the side of Gasano Mall. It goes under the road. Way back in Bacolod City. So that's what I'm doing. I'm running about here and I'm actually looking for this big eron. There's a big grey eron, and that's what I'm actually looking for now, this big eron. So hopefully we can catch a glimpse of this eron. Well, I didn't catch a glimpse of the eron. I actually could see the eron. She was sat in the trees and she kept hiding in the trees when she saw me. But I didn't catch her on camera, so sorry about that, guys. But she's quite a nice big eron. And there were a lot of fish in the river. We're at Unitop now. We're in Bacolod City. This is another day. Now we've actually come back into Murcia. Sorry, we've actually come back into Bacolod City. Or was this the same day? Let me have a think. Yeah, I think we actually came to Unitop. I'm just trying to think. This is a Monday, guys. Saturday, I'll explain. We came in Saturday, we're only Saturday, and YAMARRA were closed. And a lot of the traffic, wow. There were hardly any traffic in Bacolod City. Now, I can't remember if I've actually chatted about this in a different video, but we're back in Murcia now, so we've been running around trying to get a YAMARRA tyre. And, like I said, we expected YAMARRA to be open, but it were closed. So we came back Monday, went into Unitop. Now, this is Monday from Saturday, and I'm just chatting about running around Bacolod City now. Now, as I remember, let me have a think. As I remember, I'm chatting about, running here, there and everywhere. Now we actually do go back to Bacolod City. And I'm trying to think what day we went back into Bacolod City. I think it was Tuesday. So I think it was Tuesday, and wow, we was running about all day long, and that were it. We're running around all Bacolod City all day long, and what happened was, you know, I think I mentioned in a previous video, but I'll chat about it later on. You know how dangerous it is to ride in Bacolod City. But we run all over Bacolod City. We went to loads of different shops. We went into YAMARRA, and I asked YAMARRA, I thought, wow, it's open. So I went into YAMARRA and I said to YAMARRA, have you got a tyre for an XTZ 125? I think it was 100 by something by 20 by 18, 100 by 20 by 110 by 20 by 18, something like that. So what happened was, I was after a tyre, and what the girl said at the thing, said, yes sir, it's a month to come. I said, a month? I said, a month to come? I went, wow, that's too long, we need this tyre now, we need a new tyre. So there's no way we could actually wait a month. So me and Joveline, we run all over Bacolod City, here, there and everywhere. And by the time we actually got back, this is actually another day. This is not today where I'm chatting now. As I'm chatting here in the plaza, I'm just back from Bacolod City, from Gasano Mall. You know, by the time actually we get back, we go back to Bacolod City and we run all over Bacolod City, it's actually late at night. And what we did is, we went to another place, and where the crossroads was, I've got the video, can't remember the name of the shop, but it's coming up soon. It's a voiceover, too much music. So we went to this other shop, bike shop, and we went in and they'd got a tyre that fitted my bike, and it were a road tyre. So I thought, well, we'll have that. What were it, 15? Were it 15, 1.5 pesos? I think it was 1.5 pesos. And what happened was, we said, oh, it was free fitting to put this tyre on. And I said to Joveline, oh, ask them if they've got an inner tube, we need a new inner tube. Because the other inner tube, we got a puncture the day before, and we had it vulcanized. Yeah, 10 by 80 by 18, it don't really matter size of tyre. So we had a look at this tyre and I thought, oh, that's okay, it's a road tyre, but it'll be okay. So we asked for an inner tube. Oh, we don't sell inner tubes, but it was free fitting. So I thought, well, and she sent, the girl's quite helpful, this girl at this shop, very helpful. She went on the phone and she looked what tyre would fit our, you know, the rim on the back wheel, she looked what tyre would fit it. And what it was, the back tyre, Joveline keeps showing me this size of this tyre, and I'm trying to chart, so I'm losing where I am. It's not important size of tyre, but you know, we went to this place, and like I said, she sent us across the road to a bike shop. So I went to this bike shop and he went, oh, I think I've got one of them, sir. And he looked and he didn't have one. So then we went back across. He said, oh, there's another bike shop down there. So then we went across the main road. We're on the crossroad. Wow, it were very hard crossing the road, lot of traffic, and it were all speeding very, very fast. So we went down the road to another bike shop. No, he didn't have one. He sent us to the shop that we'd just been to. We said, no, we've just been to that shop. So what we did was, we got on the bike and we went towards Murcia, and we went to this other bike shop. We couldn't find it, so we stopped at another bike shop and they didn't have the tyre. And I said, look, it's pointless going back to buy this tyre. You know, we're running about here, we've run all over Bacolod City for a tyre, and YAMARRA are very, very disappointed in Yamaha. Now these girls are practising for their dance, so very disappointed. Now this is where we go and have his bike vulcanized. You know, this is now we go into Bacolod City, we get the bike vulcanized, we bring the bike back home, and then the next day we actually go into Bacolod City and we run all over Bacolod City. And when I went into Bacolod City, I got back home, you guessed it, puncture. So I'm blowing the tyre up now, we go and get it vulcanized. So that were it. We went to Bacolod City, I think we went 3 times in that week. And like I said, it's really dangerous coming back, but I'm not sure if I've already mentioned it in another video, so I won't mention it in this video. You know, crazy place. He charged us 100 to vulcanise this. So the day after, this is Sunday actually, Sunday night. So the day after is when we go back into Bacolod City, Monday. So what happens is, you know, wow, we just had enough of running all over Bacolod City for this tyre. And I said, let's leave it. And I says, have we to go into Concilian and see there? So Joveline said, let's go to Concilian. So we went into Concilian to try and get a tyre. And 1 mile away from us, 2 miles away from us in Concilian, have a guess what? They'd only got a tyre. He showed me 2 tyres. I said, no, that's no good, it's a motocross tyre. Now this tyre is a dual sports. And it's from Thailand, and the inner tube is a very good inner tube. So that's what I've got. So I've got a new back tyre on the bike, which I'm pleased. The bike runs okay with this tyre on, and it's a dual sports and it's tough rubber. So we ended up actually running all over Bacolod City for 2 or 3 days, and we come back home and have a guess what? Yeah, the shop in our village only has a tyre, so we bought this tyre. Now it ended up where it cost us 2,000 pesos. 2020 pesos, wow. So this is YAMARRA shop, very disappointed in YAMARRA. I will never buy a YAMARRA motorbike ever again in the Philippines. You have to wait 1 month for the back tyre. So the parts, why buy a Yamaha if you cannot buy the parts? I will never buy Yamaha in Bacolod in the Philippines ever. I'll never do it again. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm actually complaining about, you know, it's a reputable shop. It's YAMARRA, you should have tyres in stock. There's a lot of these XTZ125s around. You should have the tyre waiting. Now, me and Joveline, we went to this other shop and I saw the same bike as mine parked on the road. I went across the road and I went to this guy. Oh, is this your YAMARRA outside XTZ? He said no. So I went next door. I said, is this your YAMARRA? This is a good shop, guys. This is the shop where we couldn't buy the inner tube. We were going to buy a tyre from here, but we couldn't buy the inner tube. And the girl was very, very helpful. So I asked this guy where they got his tyre from. He says it's stock. And and I told him about YAMARRA. He said I'll buy one off Shopee. If I buy a back tyre, I'll buy it off Shopee. So, very disappointed, YAMARRA. Have a great day. Running all over.